Hi everyone, I'm Venkata. So today I want to discuss about MCP Server and the Replit, the MCP Server which is exposed in the Replit agent is website development application to Figma. So an MCP server or model context protocol server is like an intelligent middle layer that allows your Replit agent or any AI system, since we're talking about Replit agent over here. It can fetch data, trigger actions, and send structured responses to your AI or coding environment. Think of it like a translator that helps your agent understand and control tools from design platforms to analytics APIs. Let's take a real life example of the MCP protocol, not protocol. We have this integrations page in the Replit application where you'll be able to connect with the internal Replit database or authentication and domains. And there are also first party integrations with Replit. So, for example, if I want to use some of the contents from YouTube, for example, managing the analytics or getting some insights or getting private information, getting monetary data, managing our YouTube videos. These are all comes under these connectors. And the another thing is the MCP servers. It's currently in beta production. So one thing is Figma, which allows a Replit agent to build designs from Figma. For us to explore it, I initially built a budget tracker. Uh, I'm thinking of integrating the agent from OpenAI to include in this budget AI so that I'll kind of create a web and mobile supported application which supports the agent builders. So this is the Figma design which I made using Make. So in order for us to import in this Replit, what we need to do is first we have to copy design and we have to go back and we have to create a design. So there's a difference between design and make files in the Figma. For example, if you create make, it's something out of prompt or generative AI. It just creates your dynamic um, design, UI design. So the expense budget tracker app which I created is something which I made out of make. So this is entirely prompt generated. So you can directly take your design Figma files or even make Figma files, and if you want to include it in the Replit, right? You just copy paste it from here. So I just copy the design from it and make from it and paste it in the design, right? So this is page one, and if I want to include, let me just open this in another tab. So when we are creating an application in Replit, it just has a provision for to include Figma design from here. So when you click on it, it expects a Figma design. If you try to include any make file from it, it will not be. We cannot include this link. So for example, it gives you the error because it's a make file. It specifically has to have the nodes or the container of the layout from the design. Um, yeah, this is one of the pages, and I'll try to include a login page as well. I'll just copy this design and paste it over here. This is the design page. I'll just add login page, and this is the user flow. Okay, so I'll just try to We'll come up with something and create account. And this is the user dashboard or user login flow. So I'm just copying this design and pasting it. Okay, copy it again. Okay, I think it's getting pasted, but we're not able to see it. Uh, Copy design, paste it. So this is the design for the user dashboard. If you want to include another thing like for expenses or files, right, you can just copy this design. Files page. This is the end of page. And we have AI assistant as well here. I'll just copy this design. So we have created certain pages in this, right? Now what I would like to do is get the nodes. For example, you need to be sure that you have this node ID for this Figma design project. So I'll just copy paste it in the Replit. Okay, attach to prompt. And if you see, we have added a Figma design over here. And similarly, if you want to include every other login page, you can attach, directly copy paste it here, the dashboard. I'm just trying to include every design in the Replit so that it will directly take from the Figma and give us the required user flow and as well as the home page and a login page, right? So now I have created everything here, and usually I have some for the prompt, right? I follow some steps, but for now I'll just create actions, and now make a budget line and expenses tracker application based out of the Figma designs. These are the step-by-step instructions. And rules. I just like to follow constraints. Do not use any other color palette. Do not include external links and events. And login page setting. I don't have any rules for now since we are trying to make it simple. Now, what it does is it tries to import from the Figma because we have connected the MCP, right? It directly gets the design from the Figma, and you don't need to worry about that your design will be is in the hands of the Replit agent. So you can pre-maneuver your UI, directly import from Figma to Replit. It just takes some time because we have imported many design files from the Figma. So this is very important in the context of generating new MCP servers, connecting to different platforms and applications, right? So the further things I would like to discuss is implementing the agent builder and the chat kit in this budget application. I would like to test and think it's done. Now we are able to see the application running properly, and I'll just open it in the full screen. So this is the same UI which we configured in Figma, and this is the Replit design. As you can see, it's almost similar, but I think it's better in Replit. Um, so there you go, guys. We have the integration of external tools in a particular agent. That's how you integrate and test out the flow from Figma to Replit. Thank you.